Hello gang, welcome back down to Billy's Bluff. I bet to crack on with today, so we're going to hop straight into it. Over at Chipper. Crafty Cuts, Chipper. Which one are we at? We're at Crafty Cuts, over at Chipper. I was right. We're going to be putting in the new port to connect up with the freight station we put in last time out. I'm still not 100% convinced about the freight station. I don't know if it's the right spot for it, I want to say. I don't know if it's the right freight station for that spot. We'll have a play with things in this episode and get it connected up anyway with the new port that we're going to put in there to get those ships changed up. We're going to change up a couple of lines, i.e. this passenger route and the timber train that runs up into here in Crafty Cuts and back up to the farm here. So we're going to change that train out and we're going to upgrade it as well before we head up. And we're going to be grabbing some oil today from up near Yakhead and bringing the refined oil, I mean just the crude oil, down to here with our new port that we're putting in, getting it sent over to Coral Shores, the refineries there, before bringing it back, sending it back up to near where Greenmount is, where the fuel refinery is, and starting to distribute fuel for this side of the map. So that's what we're going to be working on today. There's that timber train. We're going to be switching out that old steamer. And speaking of which, there are so many upgrades we need to do on this map, i.e. these ships here. I want to keep one tall ship. However, the other ships on the line are going to be switched out for something new. So a little bit of organizing, logistical, dynamical, organizational stuff we have to do down here in terms of truck lines that come down here and trains and stuff. First things first, we're going to firstly plop in the actual port. So easy enough. It's going to be very easy, this one actually. We're not going over the top with this too much. It's going to be, I want it to look like a simplified older school kind of port. So I want it to look like it's kind of been well established here. So I want this here, please. I want to go cargo. We're basically just going to run this all the way along this edge, probably until about there, because what I want to do, I actually want to squeeze a road potentially up this way. I should be able to get one through there, I think, like that. Okay, let me leave that. Now, back here, I need to do this, that, and then that to get my desired look I want for this. Then that can go, and that can... No, I've done the wrong thing here. Put that back in. Put that in. It's like a little puzzle game, this one. Then take that one out. Then put that one in. Ding, 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 ding. There we go. Okay. A little bit of puzzle game you have to play with it there to get that in and out. Now that says that works, but I have a feeling that landscape is not playing nice there. So let's get a couple of more smaller ports in. I want one on this side. I'll take two on that side actually. And I'll take one over here. I'm not going to put, actually, will I? Yeah. Okay. I will. Let me just get into here for a second. Get this level tool square down to there. That. Just want to take that back just a little bit. Okay, because I don't know how it's going to take to it in terms of landings. Right, now come back in here and configure that. Can I have a look at some landings? So first, we can get those in. We've got plenty of small boat landings. We can get one there, one is blocked there, and blocked there. Lots of small boat. And what, one large? Two large. So I've got a little bit more cleaning out to do. I'm not going to stuff around with it too much today. Actually, before we do, we'll give it just a few more of these along here. I don't think we need many more, I'll be honest. No. That's pretty much how it's going to be. No, because I want to squeak a road past here. So this whole port now, we're going to have to pause shortly and get this sorted out. So next thing I want to do is get a truck stop in. Truck stop we're going to be using is actually this one here, the big one. No, I want you to Now, if I'm gonna have that road running both ways, so this is why I don't know if I don't know if I'm down with this using this station, but we'll hold it for the time being anyway, only because it's got the look I want. Because I'm running a road up there, I want this to be able to connect, to be able to run both ways in here for cargo, and up that way for also other cargo stuff and dropping stuff into town. So give me this, we'll go with this road here, see how this one reacts to that. Okay, so it's going to do that. If that's the case, then I can refund you, and I can probably just get a nice straight road all the way through here. It's so odd, like doing the live streams for City Skylines, and then playing Transport Fever. Yeah, actually we can get that nicely in there. Actually we can probably put you further there, and just the differences in the road tools, the terrain manipulation tools and stuff, it's just so unique to see how different they are. And it's so I have to, like, when I'm playing City Skylines 2 now, it's a lot to get my head around after I've been back here, and how intricate you kind of have to be half the time. It's kind of crazy, but anyway, it's neither here nor there. I have to reclaim a little bit of land just there, please, Ham. Pleases and thank yous. We'll just sort of squidge you out like that through there, and make you come like that. That's fine. You can have a nice little delicate. Actually, you know what? Put the straight line down here first, then marry that up. Brilliant. And that roundabout's probably going to be non-existent shortly. Just have that there for the moment. We're about to do some change. Actually, we're about to do some change-ups here for the better. That is not going to go to there, which is really. You'll go to there. I wonder. Playing a bit of cat and mouse here. Give me a little bit more room to maneuver some things here, because if we can get that, that'd be mighty handy. Or I could just probably no, the connection there makes more sense, so just let me do this. Brilliant. Then I can sort of push that land back a bit now. Although it doesn't really matter. I can do some decorative stuff down here probably. With that. Yeah, I'll probably do some decorative stuff down there. But at least we've got a connection through there, which is brilliant. Okay, so we've got that, and that. We've got... I may as well tell this... Okay, let's just pause here for a second. We're about to do this. Overview that. Manage the line. At... Chipper Port, you're just doing sawboards, so that's Chipper Port. We want that station now, please, and then Chipper Port can go, and this one is only loading that. Okay, so now you're coming into there. I think I want them actually coming in on 5, please. Right, that's better for me. And then we're going to tell, for the moment, that's the tools delivery truck. This is all gonna have to get a switch up. So Chipper Central. Ah. I was still on the wrong. I was like, what's going on there? I'm still on the wrong line. This one here, please. Manage that line. Thank you. Chipper Central. Add station. This one. Get rid of Chipper Central. Right? Brilliant. Okay. So it's got a little bit longer to go, but it's really not that far, is it? Oh, crikeys. And this line here. Now, manage that line. Because I didn't press manage the line before. Okay. I get it. Got it. Good. Okay. Let's move on. We don't need these We don't need... Okay, Ham, don't get into singing. We don't need this anymore. What are you telling it? It can pull into any one. So we can literally just add this station and get rid of Chipper Central. Get rid of that. Because it really is just doing that. By the way, Stephen, I am aware. I know I put the roundabout in wrong last time. You'll be pleased to know I fixed it. Okay, so we've got our lines in here. Where are our lines going? You're going there. Really, you two? You've got all of the lines to okay. Well, because you've done second, you can just be now 2. Right, brilliant. We got 1 and we got 2. So that's done. If we actually click on this now, there should be nothing here, should be nothing here. So we can actually go ahead and go kaboom! Kaboom! And I can also go kaboom! Oh, that was a horrible bit of road. Okay. Plug them back in. Upgrade that bit. Plug that in. And jobs are good in. So what are we doing with this road? I guess we'll... You know what? We kind of do need some kind of a roundabout on this corner. Luckily for us, we can just use this one here. We'll go... we'll keep it... keep it like that, I guess. Now, make sure... keep an eye on me here, Stephen. Switch to single lane then. That's the right way. Because that's, you know how I know that's the right way? That's the way the game put it in. And it's the same as that one that I had to fix. Was that one I fixed? I forget which one I fixed now. Which one I did? That one. Whatever. Okay, whatever. You know, there's a few things I get in my streams and my gameplays. But the main thing I don't get wrong is having a bit of fun. Okay, and if you can have a laugh at me and at how dumb I am sometimes, then I'm kind of doing my job if you think about it. If you get frustrated that I do something that I don't mean to, just let me know in the comments section below. I'm always trying to do better. Alright, so enough of that. Let's start doing some upgrades of vehicles here. I'm not going to upgrade these old timers here yet, but 3 of these ships are going to get an upgrade now. Their line has been disrupted a little bit. All this is going to be ramping up very soon, so we're going to have to ramp up these 3 ships that are going to be replaced here with cargo variants. Thanks, and I like the look of these, I'll be honest. So we are just going to switch those for those, but we're going to keep it. One tall ship on the seas is kind of like a nice sight. Nice sight. What the heck's going on there? Nice sight to see. Yeah, wow, okay, whatever. Right. Got it good. Now, next thing we're gonna have to do, pause, because we got the trains to work out here. So, manage this line here. The simplest thing we can do is we're gonna have this train down here, this passenger one. We don't want it to switch on this inside track just here. We want it to stay on the outside, right? So, the simplest thing, all we have to do is just go at Chipper Annex. We're going to just be coming into 1, and it'll shift it out. So then that gives us this timber line all the freedom to do what we need to do, and we're going to be pulling into this bay just here. All right. So quite simply put, it's going to make one of these lines here. We've got 2 lines, I think, coming into here. One of them is going to be redundant, but we'll check it out shortly. I haven't got the foggiest which one. It's something to do with one of the ones we had here. Right, let me look at where this train is and which way it's orientated. So I'm going. I need it to be facing. How am I going to get this done? Because it's going to have to drive. Gonna have to drive forward up there, then reverse up into here, then drive back out there. So let's get you switched now. Quite simply, after crafty cuts, all you're doing is you're coming straight into here at number 1. Yeah, I want you at number 1. Now you won't be working because one of these junctions, this one here, you don't have the ability to get from your lane into that lane, and we'll give you that ability right now. No, I don't want catenary. Where are we joining from? About here? We joined from about here somewhere? Yeah, that's brilliant. Thank you. Just there. There it is, and it's popped into place for us. It comes down here, so neither of these two trains will touch each other. Right. Now, this is the bit where I'm unsure if this cargo station here... Now, it says it goes into there, but I don't think it's actually talking to this truck stop here. Which it would be if we had the truck stop up this end. Or closer. Oh, guys. If we could somehow get the truck stop. If we could plug one in there. What have we got in the way? That's... just one little tiddler might work. And then we can have a connection. It'd be really lovely if I could have had a straight connection that was different to that. Give me that. Give me that. Will that work if I squeeze it in like this? I tell ya. So, that talks to all of that. Okay, and that one doesn't. So, okay. If that's the case, we still need... Well, no, the sawn boards are getting dropped off there now. What do we need this for? Because there was timber coming back from overseas, but we don't need that timber to come back here. So we don't need this line at all. This line here, manage the vehicles. Let's just, and we'll test the waters here for a sec. I'm going to sell all of those old vehicles. I'm going to leave the line for a sec just so I can see if, right, speed up production. Where's our train? It should be coming out of here. I'm hoping, so, can I have the train please? I'm hoping that, so it's taking boards up. The boards get dropped off, at the port, which I don't think... Okay, hang on, freeze here for a second. Can I get... This is what I was talking about. I think we need to get, unless I can get a connection here, which I can't, you know. Why are you saying I can't have it there? Is it because the road's in a really bad spot? And if so, can I just do something here for a second? It's very cheeky, but it might get us out of a sticky bind. Okay, now we have connection here. Let's see what happens. So hopefully when our train comes in, just down here. Actually, while we're at it, before we get there, let's give it all the flash. Let's get all this upgrade done so we can move to the next section of this playthrough today. Diesels, I've already decided, but I had a look actually earlier when I wanted to switch this to a new diesel. I'm not going to go all out with this. We are doing a significant upgrade, but we're only going to go with the EMD GP9 because it's not a big, super difficult line. It's literally just taking planks and wood back and forth. So we're going to add that in, and we're just going to leave it how it is. Now, this is what? Currently 302 meters in length out of 200 capacity. Let's see what we can do to keep about the same capacity and or more capacity, less length. So we've got these here. They take 18. They take 18. They take 13 only, and they take 14. Look at these wonderful, beautiful looking wagons, by the way. Okay, so we're not going with the Nafies because the Nafies is only 14. We're going to go with... So you're at 30 ton. You're at 15 ton. Heck yeah. Add. So we're up to 160. We're up to 200 capacity now at 220 meters. Let's give it the opportunity for 300 capacity at 300 meters. Actually, you know what? I don't think we need that much. Take a couple off. We can reduce the length and the size. So 250 cap with 250 meters, I think is a good. It's a good switch out. Right. So a couple of things here. Okay, buddy. Those aren't going to get switched there anymore. I really thought you would have... Maybe it just needed to do one more cycle. No, switch. I need you to be running that way. I guess it's never... No, actually... Yeah, okay. It's going to be running backwards at some point in its life, but at least now it's got a bit of a turnaround and a pickup here. It is taking a full thing of logs back. So the increase in capacity straight up is going to help us with plank production anyway. Right, so you can see here not enough stored. So maybe, and just maybe, we should go ahead and increase that size again to be 320 and 305. All right, so that might just help us out just to bring a few more logs in. We should have the cap for it. I still want to see if these logs now get sent up to the other train, so let's just ride on board with this for a sec at maximum speed. Actually, you know, we could do a nice little track ride, mid-session track ride along. How's that sound? Look at this. Track cam. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Track cam. Shut up, you idiot. This is actually quite brilliant. I'm enjoying this. This is longer than I thought. Crikey, when do we get to the things with planks in them? Quite a long way. Oh, they're right at the front, that's why. Come on, let's go fast. Yes, brilliant. So it is coming up in here. This is what we want to see. Now the passenger should rattle around the outside, and yeah, that should be all good. So I would just want to know if that can drop in here or if it's going to. Well, it shouldn't matter with this either. It should have enough length to be up to here. Yep, brilliant. We could even add more length. So the next thing is, yes, all right, we are not dropping off all of those planks, and we're picking up logs here as well. Why are we not? Are we sending planks somewhere we shouldn't be? Okay, game, being weird. Right, next job is we're putting in a brand new train line. This is going to require a little bit of infrastructure to go in, probably back up at that end. But we're gonna have to send a train from here somehow all the way down into our yard just here with a heap of crude on it. So we'll be pulling into one of these stations, which is fine. Our passengers roll around the outside, so we could even pull into like this station here, which gives us plenty of length, but it then has to back. Oh, then it can back out down into here and head off again. Brilliant, Ham. So what do you have to do? Thank you, Mother Ham. What do you... You idiot. You absolute bottleneck. Don't mind me. I'm just having a bit of a time with myself. Right. Okay. Well, it only needs to be... It does need to cross over double tracked over there. Does it? Actually. If it pulls back... Yeah, it does. It needs to be... it needs to cross over double. It actually needs to be like that. Now, it doesn't need to actually have... I don't need it to be slipped there. That's the only bit of infrastructure we need, because it'll come down here, back up into here, where it'll whinge about it because it's not a freight train. Oh, yucky poo. Well, what do you think? What do you mean, what do I think? I think that sucks for us. Unless somehow we can squeak into some kind of a... Backs up here. We can't really sneak anything up here, can we? If it's enough length. How are we going to get this thing turned around? It's always a good rule. It's always an interesting rule. It's always a difficult rule to sort out. Questions? Plenty of questions, no answers. Logically, the game's just gonna whinge at me 24/7, and I don't know if it'll work because that says passenger. Which lane are we using here? We're using both, aren't we? Yep. Right. How do we want to do this, Ham? Options are you back it all the way back to... Oh, we can back it right up to here then. It could come out, back it up into this area. Okay. Alright, well this will be a little bit different. So it can back up to here. So let's get, we're going to have to get some flat land for this, by the way. Because I want this to be flat. And I want it to be looking man-made. Let's say we're going from here. And I want you backed up around here. But I don't want to... See, here's the thing. I don't want to take too much of the land. And I want to be able to put it back where I need to. You actually have to take quite a bit just to get back around to there, don't we? Now, I don't mind bridging to there as well. It's just it does funny things when it tries to get back on the bridge, doesn't it? It does. And then the plan would be nice. Oh, we're getting a little bit framey here. It's when you get into a menu, you get a bit framey. If we could bring it up maybe up here, and it just maybe have to back right up to here, and then turn around and it back. And we could put a bit of a line up the side here, like I talked about ages ago, to sneak it up. And if that's being said, maybe we sneak the line up the side here anyway to attach to that. And now that I'm thinking about it, it would be nice to run a rattler train down here. I did a little bit of decorative work down here with these big grain, I guess, buildings. And I think it just looks really nice along here. Retained a lot of stuff, and it came up really well. I was really happy with it. Retained all the foundations. Yeah, anyway, you get it. Those trucks need upgrading. I think I still want it to come down this way. I want it to rattle through this busy freight yard down in through here, but I'm happy for it to take a shorter way home. So, I've made my mind up. It will split off up here. At that distance. I want to drag you out as far as I can to get a nice smooth junction there if I can. If that's not the case, can I now? Yes, I can. Brilliant. Keeping you flat as a tack there, my friend. And I don't think I want catenary on it. We're going to be running just a diesel on this one. So, no catenary. Give me that. We're switching you off catenary there. Okay, keeping you nice and flat. You're going to get your own tunnel just through here. Right, that's brilliant. Actually, come around the back of this building here. Right, we just have to pick a turnaround point now for it, which actually could line up down the back side of this field here. So, let me run the flat track. See, and here's the thing, we're gonna have to run it up the side of this place. So it is gonna have to come through here. Like that, but that road's in the way a little bit. We can take out a little bit of that road. That'll be fine, because the track can be the new border. Or there. And I don't mind that we sort of dig through that mountain a little bit. And we may even rise just a little bit there, but that's fine also. So, then we're peeling off here. Still remaining flat for us, please. And then, what does that do to that road? It doesn't do the happiest things, but so be it. Now, sneak in a little turnaround point. Length, I need you to be lengthy. Lengthy. I will put... Do I have the Portuguese in here? If I don't, I'm just going to go high speed. Keep that. We want the length to be what 320? 3 something? Let's see how that goes. Oh, just like that. And we sort of get it hidden by the field a little bit, which is good. But you know what I might do? I might just take the field down to this level. Just through here. Just to make it look a little bit more respectable. Just a little bit like that. Yep. Yep. And even just there, just sort of fix the land to make the road look less. That's about it. That's all I got. Just make it look less. It's like, I got nothing. Okay, this is going to be a bit of fun because what we're going to do... Ultimately, I want to tell our freight train to rattle through this way before heading up that way. And we can do that by... We're going to give it... some signals. I'm not going to use the waypoints. I'm just going to use signals for this. Down here, oh man, the lag today is bad. Bad lag, bad. Right, and it probably will. Now that I've thought about it, we need this to cross over both sides, and I don't need you to be your tannery either, but I do need you to do that for me. See what you've done there, Ham? Yep. It was only this bit that I didn't need that to be done. But all good. All is good now. So I still don't need... I do need that to be slipped. Or... Let me just think here for a second. So we are coming into this lane, and then it's just backing straight up the same way, isn't it? Why didn't you just give it its own line back out, and then it doesn't have to be disruptive to everyone else? You know, that's not a bad idea. So just here, it can literally, yeah. I think I'm more down with that than I am the other. Yeah, 100%. So the only time it interrupts something is at the other end. Now, this is going to make one fun little track ride. It may not yield and work straight away because we've still got other lines to put in, i.e. we may get there for all of that actually today. Let us now take you out, and all you have to do is just plug into here. And you've got your own, basically, track. You've got your own track to there. I'm thinking you still need a point to get from here over there. That train runs back and forth on that one track, which means there should be no problems with the other train rattling through there. Okay, yeah, that should. Well, the only thing, yeah, okay, no, that will work. Yeah, okay. I just needed to go back and check that. So it is literally going to be untouched through most of this section. Brilliant. Right, I guess we just plow the line in and let's just see how we go as we go. We can procrastinate about it all the live long day, but at the end of the line, it's got to be done. Now, here's an interesting thing for you. The fuel pretty much gets dropped off. It gets trucked basically to here. You can see we've got an excess sitting here. I'm not going to do anything apart from potentially ramp up how many ships we've got on that line to bring more over. But there is 261 sitting on the deck, so we can do some tanker upgrades. And there's 227 sitting on there for that train line as well. So that's the one heading over to Tin Can Bay over there, where we've got all that stuff, which needs to come back here as well. Now, I want to keep that refinery separate for this north end of the map. I just need to steal the base product, which is what we're doing, for what we need to do, which there is plenty of space for more distribution and everything for these, right? So we'll be fine. We got plenty of reserves around the map we can pull from if need be. So in terms of a new line, we are going to have to share. We do have a platform down this side, by the way. This is going to be interesting. Unless we bring it into this station, which we have got a connection already straight out of here, haven't we? Hey, we really do. And then it's coming back. I haven't finished the track, have I? Did I? Lucky we didn't just plug it in, because I just thought to myself, okay, well, if we run it down. Oh, wait a minute. I haven't done that. How do you look going like that? As opposed to, how do you look just there? I'll just keep you there, I think. But we will take you around that way. Keep you flat, please. Are you roller coasting there? Maybe just a little bit. Take it right up to here for me. Because we've got to do a mountain cut through just over here. Which is quite a big one, to be honest. So how do you come out of there? What height? You come out at the right height, my friend. And I want you to stay on this lane. You come out brilliantly flat. Just before that waypoint. Okay, lovely. And we're going to get a nice little mountain farm ride through there. And you've got to get that hooked up from here. Right over there, right? Get it, got it good. Get it, got it good. I don't mind that those tunnels do that. And then basically you just do that for me. Right. That junction's okay. Not the greatest. That tunnel's fine. Okay, now we put our line in. Now that we've got that sorted. That should be fine coming back up here. So we know that it comes back in down this aisle here. Aisle 1, aisle 1. Can we get, maybe I'll put a switch in and we'll use this lane. And I think what we'll do is we'll say to a line over here, hey, that's what I want you to do. Give me a new truck. Stop here. And drop me off some products. Wait, you can't tell me that is working for that too. Where's that line going then? I need it there. Okay, so I'm right. I need it to come over to him. Okay, all right. Right, yeah, add station. We'll get you to drop off. Well, your only way in is over there. Have you got a spare terminal for us to drop to? Yes, you do. But can you make that on number 1? No, you don't have one around the back there, do you? Okay, scratch that. What have you got for us, Boris? 3? 3 it is. Okay, brilliant. So you're coming into 3. We're just going to call this Yak. Yak attack. What is it? It's Yak what? It's Yak. It's Yak time. Yak. Crude. Cruise. Yak. Oil. Via truck. Yak oil to depot. Do we want to say that? Yak oil, maybe just to yard via truck. Okay. Let's buy our trucks for that now. That's a truck. Oh, their truck stops. Where's our truck? It's down here. Found it. Buy vehicles. Cargo, please. Tanker wise, I want this Kenworth, please. Give me, let's say we want to make, let's just have like 6 on it to start with. It's only a short distance. And we'll get you on Yak Oil Depot. Right down the bottom here, buddy. Yak Oil Yard Depot. Right, so they're going to go and do that. This blooming stuttering. I don't know what's going on all of a sudden, but we're stuttering hard. Okay. Everyone gain control. I guess what I'll do now as well, we'll fly back down here. Sorry about the lag. I'll get it sorted out for next time. It'll just be some kind of a driver update or something, I think. I'm going to just shove this line in now, just so we can say, hey, when the train gets here, you need to be taking this straight over to this wharf. Right, have you got any other places here that you can take? Yeah. 2 is good. You're going to bring that over, thanks. So that's going to be that. And yeah, brilliant. Into that one. That's perfect. So we're going to call that, what are we calling it? Chip to coral oil. It's just going to be a transfer and ship, okay? Because it's taken crude, it's bringing back refined. That's all. Chip coral, there's only going to be 1 line for it, so we know that that's what it is. Let's buy the ships for that as well now. This is going to be nice, and once we get, what we'll do is we'll probably get a bit of a passenger port here for Chipper, so we can bring passengers in, especially from Weaver's Watch and Coral Shores. And I think what we can do is we can marry it up with this around this corner here, in this, and it can just finish off this whole corner. I think that could look really good. Okay, so ships, yes. Where were the ship manufacturers? Oh, good question. Were they down here? Is this where the ships are? Yeah, right here. What do you call that? Right. I call that the ability to not get any ships out anymore. Has there been an update to this and I can't? Ah, there we go. We got there in the end. We just need, well, basically, what are we on there? The Votran's tanker. That one. It's 200, 275. That tanker tank's 240. It takes the Viola. It's also 413. That one is, yeah, we'll just get, say, 2 of those. Set those on. Yak. No, what do we, chip coral oil ship. Okay, so phew, I was hoping that you could still click on that. You have to click on that section just over there. That was lucky. All right, so these boats are going to come out and start causing a bit of demand shake-up. The what we're going to do, because we're not going to have time today, is we're going to have to work on the next leg of this journey, which is getting getting the refined oil up to here now. Now, a couple of ways we can do that. We'll talk about it after we get our line. We'll talk about it now, and then we'll put the line in, then we'll ride the train. So, a couple of ideas is we then have to ship it all the way around up into here, which is quite a large nightmare. Slow, and I don't think we should do it that way. Obviously, we're going to have to train it somehow back up into this port here, where we've got this lovely station ready for freight, and then we can just transfer it over to the island, which is a much more sensible idea. So I think that's what we're going to have to do. We have the infrastructure in place. We've got our new ports over here ready to go. Infrastructure's in. And then we can just truck it and duck it. Right? No, duck it over the water and truck it. Or something like that. We'll have to figure it, and then we've got to get it redistributed around to all the towns as well. So interesting times ahead for us. So now that we know that we can have our line over this side, that's going to make me much happier. We're going to go like this. So I'm not going to worry about what station it is at the moment. I need to know that this is the way we're going. I want you to come this way for me. Then you're going to come into here. Yes, brilliant. That's the one I want you in. Can we change your color up too? Okay, if I get that, I can really see what's going on. Then you're going to come out here. I like your level of integrity, but unless you're going to back around everywhere, that's not going to work for you, buddy. So at lower, now we want to add this place now. So you're going to back into there. Yep. Before being able to depart. Now, I'm hoping that the train is not as long as that. If it is... Oh, no. Well, we've got all the way back to here. Oh, brilliant. Right. So we've got all the way back to here. Yeah, that's heaps of length. Then you go back up. Now, let's check what we're doing at this end. So you swing onto here. Brilliant. You go in the right direction. We'll have to give you a signal here as well. Just in case that train's coming, but we'll work that out later. Everyone comes up here fine. Oh, good. I just wanted to make sure that was rolling out the right way. It comes up here fine. Right. So after it gets back into Yakhead, we need to tell it to go out this way. It's got to go around. Hang on. It might have to come in and around. There's no way it can do that, is there? How are we going to tell this? Well, hang on. It should be able to. If we just tell it to come out this way. There's a waypoint just here. That worked. I assume it should follow the existing one, shouldn't it? Which it does. Oh, you bloomin' beauty. Right, so where are we going to pull this train from today? I guess the only place to pull it from is here, and we can pull it from... Well, can we pull it from any side? No, we can only pull it from these two. How about we pull it from this side then today? Okay, buy vehicles. This is fun. Diesel. Yep, we know we're going to diesel. It's going to need to be a big chugger to pull at a decent speed. We haven't used the DF for Bravo much, have we? What's the top speed? We've got a 140 here. That's actually not bad. It's intended for medium line service. We need some decent... Like 120 would be fine, I think. You're 1.6 with a tractive effort of 243. You're 483 tractive effort at 1.8. There's only $200,000 difference. I think we're going to go with the GE on this one. For wagons, what do we got in the way of tankers? We got this big tank car down here. I swear I had... Maybe I only had early on mods for tank cars, but maybe I need to invest in some tank car mods. Now this does take... I know what we'll do. Let's do a mix-up, okay? Let's have some of these. Let's also... Because they take 18, but let's have some of these that can take what we need. Yeah. And that's going to mix up the look and the capacity, and it's going to reduce our overall size, but still give us a decent capacity here. So let's go with that. Actually, I don't want that one, thanks. There are different colors. No, I'm happy to leave it. 314 cap at 210 meters. That's pretty damn good. I'll take that for the moment. I just banged the mic, sorry. Buy that. Set it on. We haven't given it a name yet. Ah, damn it. Line 2, position 1, name it. So, it's literally just going to be yak to coral. And we're just going to say oil train. I just want to keep it as simple as that. No mess, no fuss. Right, let's set you on, do we say yak? Right down the bottom here, yak to... Hooray! And we're off and run. Oh, this is going to be a fun track ride along today, gang. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have a look at this train once it comes out of the station here as well. Thanks for hanging out today. Plenty to crack on with to get this line up and running properly. And so we can start feeding our towns a lot of fuel. But you can see, getting fuel to them first was kind of good because we've got most of the infrastructure in place. And because every town needs it. So, A, it's a good moneymaker. B, we need it to start stimulating the growth in those areas, just because I really want to build up Greenmount and all those areas just to see how big they can build. Come on, let's speed up this shindig. We're running a bit trashy today too. Let's sit on the front of this too. That'll be a bit of fun. Okay, enjoy this track ride along today, gang. I just love this map and how much we've actually put into it. It is such a busy map and I'm so all about it. Please stay safe wherever you are. Oh my gosh, words, Ham, words. Stay glued to your screen and get out of here.